Hi, and welcome to Candace Speaks. Thank you for dropping in. Since you're here, can you hit that like button and hit the notification button and hit the subscribe button so you can be a part of our community that we are building together. Today, we're going to talk about behind the smile. What's going on behind the smile? Because we've lost two very influential young people in 2022. We've lost several, but I'm speaking specifically of DJ Twix and Cheslie Kryst. Two very influential people, two young people who had amazing careers. DJ Twist, DJ for Ellen DeGeneres show. What was he on? Dancing with the Stars or So You Think You Can Dance? But everything you ever saw him in, he was smiling. He's full of energy. He's just happy, go lucky. He's a go-getter. He's married. Does he have children? I'm not sure. Did he have children? I'm not sure. And then we hear this devastating news that he left home one day, checked into a hotel, motel, and then was found there, no longer here on earth. And then Cheslie, just earlier this year, another dynamic young person. This young lady, what was it, Miss USA? She was an attorney, an extra host, correspondence. At 30, left this earth by her own hands, and DJ Twix by his own hands. These are people that when you saw them, all you saw was light, shining lights, happiness, joy, energy, excitement, somebody that makes you want to be motivated, makes you want to do better, makes you want to be an achiever. At one point, Cheslie was called an overachiever. And she did all her stuff by the age of 30 years old. She was doing a lot. She had been in pageants since like the 9th grade. But she was forever pursuing goals and achieving goals. She was beautiful, just a physically beautiful young woman. And from what we're told and from what I could see of her, especially on Extra, I really loved her on Extra. She was so sweet and just shine, just had a beautiful spirit. And you see the same with DJ Twix. You see this energized person who's just full of life, smiling, energy. What goes on behind the smile? I want to talk real quick about behind the smile because I'm a smiler. I believe in that. I believe in shining on other people. I believe that sometimes when you smile, it helps you. But see, that's the point, helping you. But just because you're somebody who puts out so much energy and it's your natural thing, because it's probably making you feel good and it helps make other people feel good, doesn't mean that you always feel good. Does not mean you do not have sad days sometimes, hurtful days. Doesn't mean that life has stunted you at times or that you feel stuck, especially if you're an overachiever. But what makes you want to be an overachiever is the question. Why do you feel like you need so much? What are you trying to fill? What void are you trying to fill? Is there a void that you're trying to fill? What are we missing with them? Now, what I read with Cheslie was that she had this high functioning depression. But how would you know? Did they have signs in her family that they could see maybe something was going on with her? Because I guarantee you can't be on 24/7, 365 days a week, a year. You cannot. It's a lot of energy. And things happen. Disappointments happen. Hurt happens. Loneliness happens. You can be lonely even surrounded by a whole bunch of people if you have voids in your life. Well, what do you think? What do you think was going on with these two? Because it's so shocking. But I think it's very important to pay attention to and to be aware, because they might not reach out for help. And especially this time of year, you guys, we have to reach out to others, especially the ones that are always shining, but to everybody. Reach out, hey, how you doing? But don't just leave it at that, because normally a hey, how you doing, you're going to get, oh, I'm good. And that's the end of your conversation. So there has to be more conversation. How's life when you're by yourself? These kind of conversations. Do you ever get sad? What do you do when you get sad? Because you always seem so happy, but are you always happy? What does it look like when you're not happy? We need to actually ask more questions, especially if these are people that you know. Even if you don't know them, but if you know them, let's not just hit the surface anymore, you guys. We have to figure out what we can do to help people who are maybe too prideful to share that they're in pain. Because it must be a lot of pain that a person is enduring to not want to be here anymore, and to do that on their own, to leave the earth on their own, by their own hands. Especially when you know you have loved ones here, especially if you have children and spouses, or it's mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, just leaving people behind. Somewhere you actually have to literally shut down, just be done. I can't fathom it because I've never been there. And there have been people who have been there who there are miracles that people interceded. And I would love to talk to them and see how dark it was for them. Because it's too hard to fathom when it's not you. And if you've never been in that situation, the closest I can say that I can have gotten is I get sometimes this seasonal sadness. I'm not going to say depression, because I don't feel depressed, just maybe blah, where I just want to turn off for a minute, shut down. And I do. I shut down, stay in my room, watch TV all day, sleep. Like sometimes I need a reboot. But I'm also one of those people that you see that's really happy. Like I'm just full of joy. I'm full of energy. But that doesn't mean life is great for me. It just means my soul says yes. And also have God in my life. I have God in my heart. So that would keep me. Because there was definitely a point in my own life when my brother passed 6 years ago, I wanted to go with him. I didn't want to be here. I wasn't even connected anymore to the desires of the world, like at all. And I was very much a go-getter, like these two, like DJ Twitch and Cheslie. Let's look out for our friends and our family, even strangers. Ask the questions, not just, oh, hey, how are you? How's everything going? So they can say, oh, it's good. Because most people are not going to say, well, it's terrible. You want me to tell you what's going on in my life? I don't know too many people actually just open up and just say, oh, actually, life is terrible. So just ask a little bit deeper. So are you always happy? Because everybody's not always happy. What do you look like when you're sad? What is it like when you're sad? Do you ever get really sad? Ask more questions. Have you ever felt like you didn't want to be here anymore? Are you okay for real? Because what happens behind closed doors? What happens when you're not on? What happens when disappointing things happen? Let's dig deeper. And if you have any other suggestions, put them in the comments. What do you think we can do as a society to check in on everybody? The people we know, the people we don't know, the people we love. What can we do so that we can maybe tune in more to what's going on deeper inside of them when they're alone? Thank you for dropping in. This is Candace Speaks. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. Let's look out after each other, especially during these holidays, these rainy and dreary seasons. People really shut down. They really need to be addressed. Just check in on them, show them some love. Let them know you're there for a phone call. But don't just be surface. Dig a little bit. And let's get people out of their slumps that can turn into to darkness, that can say they don't want to be here. And if you're one of these people, I need you to remove those thoughts. When those thoughts come to your head, into your head, because those are not your thoughts. They're thoughts that don't want you here anymore. They're dark thoughts. I need you to take over your thoughts and say, no, I want to be here. Things are hard, but I can do it. I made it through yesterday. I can make it through today. Yeah, I feel a little sad, but I'm not that bad. I have a reason to be here. Even if it's not for me for this moment, let me be here for my mother, my father, my friends, my this. I have a reason to be here. Weeping may be here for tonight, but we endure for the night, but joy come in the morning. Lift yourself up. Talk to yourself. Get rid of negative thoughts. As soon as they try to enter your head, you say, oh no, not in my head. You have to go. I'm better than that. I have more going on than that. I'll get over this. This is just a day. Encourage yourself. Encourage others. Continue to be that light. Continue to shine. But open up and be transparent and share. Open up, be transparent, and share. And let's save one another. And let's go into a new season. Again, thank you for dropping into Candace Speaks. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and have a wonderful Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's if I don't see you before then. And don't forget to smile.